and it can become so distracting. If done subtly, it's not too bad of a deal, but it can really be one of the worst archetypes. So we've said a lot about main characters, but they don't just stand on their own. They have a very strong reliance on the rest of the series to work. Sometimes a character has to work with a narrative to shine, so it's important to consider this and not to critique a character as a standalone entity. Two blatant examples for me would be Kyo Suguro from Zegapain and Ichise from Technoeyes. Kyo is introduced as a stereotypical template MC, and that's on purpose, but with the help of this story he turns into one of the most layered characters in the series. But how that happens is kind of one of the main points of the series, so I can't really go into too much detail. And Ichise is, like the rest of the series, painfully lacking in spirit or charisma. It's even fair to say that he lacks personality, but that's not because he was poorly written, but because of what happens in the series. Characters play off of events in the series and use them as part of their characterization. Although on his own, Ichise isn't the most compelling character, working with the narrative he probably made more of an impression on me than most characters I've mentioned so far. But what is a main character without side characters? I feel as if they're equally important and can be equally good or bad. Obviously side characters, as their name suggests, get less focus than the main characters, but that's just all the more reason to make sure that any focus they do receive is positive. I say one of the most valuable things a side character can offer is exploration of different aspects of the story. You can't expect a main character to be involved in everything, so side characters can be a gateway to more themes and angles on the story. Eva is a great example. The main storyline with Shinji is fantastic and explores a lot on its own, but only because of the narrative progression characters like Ritsuko can do. It would be unrealistic for Shinji to be involved in these parts of the world, so Ritsuko and the rest of the cast are responsible for introducing these elements, which ties in with my second point about offering more depth or scale to a story. Side characters can offer multiple different reactions to events or approaches to themes. Ping Pong, for example, drills home its main theme with its main storyline of Smile and Peko, but side characters come in to offer a unique and different view of that theme, that would otherwise have to contradict itself to be explored by Peko or Smile. So as you can tell, characters are a lot more complex than how they're normally critiqued. It's safe to say that a lot more analysis has to go into a character than just saying they weren't developed enough or they were too dull. Normally story gets all the focus, but I think in a lot of cases characters deserve more. And it might even be the case that the characters are the ones navigating that story. They're the ones making that story good. While writing this video, I've certainly got a new appreciation for characters and possibly a new understanding of how they work with a story. So maybe I'll do some more character videos with more specific focuses in the future. But for now I feel like I've outlined what I think makes a good character. But it's such a complex topic and I'm sure a lot of you have your thoughts to chip in, so please do continue the discussion in the comments. So if you made it this far in the video, please do consider clicking the like button or sharing the video around. And if you want to watch more, you can click any of the videos on the screen. But that's all for now. Cheers.